So many of us have the memory of 9/11 seared into our minds. We remember where we were that day, whether at work or school or at home. One Ames history teacher sharing his vivid memories that day and how he processed the news with his students and colleagues.
That was a very bizarre day, obviously, for all of us. I had a first period class. I heard a knock on the door. It was Mr. Stevens, one of my assistant basketball coach and one of my coworkers. And he says, hey, a plane just flew into the World Trade Center. Turn on your TV. And I was like, what? He said, yeah, they don't know if it was an accident or if it was, some kind of terrorist activity or what. I turned on the TV and we're just watching, the smoke billow out of the first World Trade Center building. And like, okay, wow, this is quite a deal. And so we're just watching the TV to see what's happening. And so then the bell rings and everybody leaves and the hallways are just a Twitter and everybody's hustling to their next class. Like I had 3 or 4 students who just kind of hung around and watched TV for an extra couple of minutes and then they went on to their next class. I'm watching, and then I watched the second plane fly into the building live. And you're just like, oh my gosh, what is going on? And as a social studies teacher, of course, we're talking about the fact that this isn't an accident. This isn't a random act of violence. It was intentional. They went after the World Trade Center. And so, yeah, it was just a very surreal process, just trying to help the kids kind of go through that process. And then by the time we got to the afternoon, you were almost in the stage of mourning because you started to realize there were thousands of people in those buildings. And the emotions just really get to you because it's like people lost their brothers and their husbands and their wives and their children. And, it just was kind of overwhelming. It's just trying to help the kids process through that while going through that process myself.
Suillvan says he's finding it harder to have his students connect to 9/11 since his class never lived through it.